We, your hosts. My name is Ebuka, and with me is
Wura.
so my very fine, very beautiful co-host. How are you now? How are you doing?
I'm good. And my night was good, even though you not ask. Bro, I could not sleep yesterday. I kept watching
why?
CNN, looking at everything about the Queen and our Queen then. Bro, it was so touching after you, Sha.
No, it's very, very sad, honestly. She's literally like the only British monarch that like this our generation have known.
Bro, for so long.
Because she's been so she's been around for like the longest time. But it's like such a sad thing, honestly. Yeah. And now we have a new British monarch, King Charles the Third, I think. But anyway, guys, back to our main gist of the day, Big Brother Naija. You guys, a lot has been happening this week. Honestly, I would say like most of the things that was not happening like started happening like towards like the end of this week. Yes, yeah, because like towards like the beginning of this week, it was like sort of boring, but like this season now, this level up season, they never ever fail to give us like all of the drama. So I'm going to start with the one that happened this morning, Chichi, Chomzi, and the Messi's quarrel. Yeah. So to be honest, I don't really I don't really like I don't really understand what happened, honestly, with that quarrel. All I know,
let me tell
what I beg, please, please, give us.
So, as the storyteller I am. Mm-hmm. So they were doing their task rehearsal only and I think they've already said that if you have anything you want to say or correct, say it after we're done with the rehearsal. Not that you be saying it while we're doing it. We'll not start from the beginning again because of you. So Chichi now, she just said something in the middle of the rehearsal, and then Hermes was like, "You have no right. I'm the head of house. Skinny cocking, come." And then she's like, "No, I have the right to." I agree, she has the right to, but like they've already said, don't stop them in the middle. So why are you now trying to claim beginning? I understand Hermes, because I would have been pissed too. Like, you just made us stop now, start from the beginning.
Yes, and especially because like if their tax presentation is like today, exactly, like, in a few minutes.
There's
to be honest,
no time to waste.
No, but like then like I know that because I was seeing clips and like after the thing, Chichi, Rachel, and Phyna, they had like this big argument. They were like shouting, talking about shags. I think they were just like doing a review like this week of like all the things that were happening. Then like Chichi, they now it now led to one thing of like Chichi, Phyna, and Rachel not saying that they're not going to cook for the house anymore. Do you think that they are going to be serious with that? Or do you think they were just like saying that for like just saying sake?
I feel like they might actually not cook maybe for a while because they'll be hungry too now, and then they have friends in the house, so they cannot just say I'm not going to cook for you.
Yes, definitely.
So I feel like maybe for a few days they might say, I'm not cooking for everybody, I'll cook for me and my friend. But like later they'll be like, well, let me just cook for everybody because they're good people now. They can't really just say, I'm not going to cook again.
Yes, surely. Yeah. And I feel like with previous season, we've had like people say that, but then they'll obviously still go back to cooking. Do you get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you can't like starve yourself and like serve your friends too. Now, just like you said, do you get? But then like talking about Chichi now, because like while this was all happening, Bella and Sheikh were in the room. Bella, Sheikh, and Chonti, and they were saying that like it seems like Chichi is chasing clout because like Deji got evicted this last Sunday now, and like since this week I don't know if it's only me, but I've noticed that like Chichi has like been really really active, trying, like she has been smiling like really. So do you think like Chichi is like chasing clout with like this thing that she has been doing, especially with like this fight and her like joining and like shouting, or do you think like she's just showing us like her true self now that like Deji's out of the house?
I feel like Chichi has always been like that. Before she did anything with Deji, she was always that person that was always talking and all.
Yes.
So when she and Deji started whatever they were doing,
yes,
I think he just made that, focus on him a little bit. So now that he's gone, she just coming back. I feel like we'll be full force this time as far. Oh, okay, my man is gone. The least I can do now is to just, be myself and all of that. So I feel like she's not chasing clouds. Shags and his gown, they're always saying somebody's chasing clouds. Nobody's chasing clouds to the house. Everybody's trying to be themselves. I feel like Chichi's just being who she is. She's being authentic, and that's what I'm here for. Give me all the vibes.
Honestly, and I feel like this Big Brother Naija has said one of the worst things you can do to yourself is go to Big Brother Naija and be quiet. Like on the
what's your daddy's house?
Yes, because look at Phyna. Phyna is like the loudest person in the house. Even White Money. There was an interview that Tega did, and she said that like this thing that Phyna is doing of like who the always shouting that like White Money used to do, and White Money won the money, and Phyna look at like the strong fan base. So like I feel like honestly, if you want to go to that house and shout, whether you're faking it or not, honestly, shout your shout. Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly. Then our hatred for this week is Hermes.
Yeah.
Yes, and before this week there was this whole discussion of like whether Hermes' energy has been dropping. You get because like he wasn't even making it to like the final stage in like their HOH tax. He wasn't winning sponsored tax too that they normally used to do every day in the week. But it's like this week, it has changed. Like it's like Hermes, the Hermes that we know is back.
Like he's back.
Because like honestly, because like even before he went into the HOH game time, he started like at first I was like, oh God, calm down. But then he won the HOH and like literally like I would say like more than 80% of like the sponsor that he's done. He has won like literally everything. So like what do you think could be the reason for like him coming back now? Like his energy coming back now?
I feel like he was scared that he was going to go the other week. And then seeing how Amaka just left all of a sudden.
Yes.
Definitely everybody was scared. But I feel like he sat himself down and he actually spoke to himself that guy, this thing that they come to an end. You don't have a choice at this point. You have to give them the content that you came to the house to give. Do you get? So therefore I feel like he just sat himself down and decided to bring that side of him again. Because I don't think anything really happened in the house for him to do it. The only thing that is in my head I feel like he could have done is that he spoke to himself.
But then, like, speaking of content now, it seems like Hermes, like, the only time we ever talk about Hermes is, like, when he's in the arena, and doing all this stuff. Do you think, like, the fact that it seems that, first of all, my first question is, do you think, like, that's the only content Hermes has to offer us? And do you think that, like, if it's true, do you think that it's going to affect his game as per, like, being able to make it to the finals or, like, being able to, like, win the game? Because, like, you have people like Phyna now, and Brian, do you get? Brian tries his best in the arena tag, do you get? But then like he still gives us like drama like in the house. So like, do you think like what do you have to say about like this whole Hermes thing?
Okay, personally, I like Hermes though. But then I feel like you are right. Most times, if not the only time we talk about him, is when he's in the arena. When he's winning tasks and all, which is a good thing. I mean, it's good to be a winner. But like, this is Big Brother house. This is not your screen house pot. You get like you want to see something else outside you being the winner of most of the tasks.
Yes.
So basically, he's doing a good job. But like I feel like he should give us something more. I mean, he's in a ship with Allison. So like I was expecting more. I'm not saying you should fight though, but like give us something more. You get? But like he wasn't really giving that.
Honestly, to be honest, in my own opinion, I feel like Hermes is a very smart person, a very intelligent, emotional, intelligent person. So I feel like the thing is
that's what Brian used to say.
Yes, I feel like the reason why like we don't normally like see him get voice is because like he's smart enough to like take himself out of all this like unnecessary drama. Do you get?
If everybody
so I feel like probably that's why
remove themselves from the drama, then what is Big Brother house now for? It is the drama.
Well, I guess some people just don't want to be in the drama.
They don't want to be in the house. Why are you now saying you want to be in the house?
Wow.
Big Brother Naija house is for the drama. We all know that.
Yes.
If you're a calm person, you can be calm. But you have to have grace enough to be in that house. If not, stay in your daddy's house. Thank you.
I think Hermes has grace. So, but anyway.
Then for your second question, I'm not sure it's going to affect his
game. Right?
It's not going to affect it because he's still giving us content, but like it's not going to affect the game.
Anyway, so like Phyna and Groovy as they call them, their shape. They've also their shape. Their shape has been going through some turbulence. Let me say they've been having some arguments, and then like you notice that anytime they have any arguments, Groovy will like move his things away from Phyna's bed or like walk out on her. And I'm like, is that honestly necessary? Because I know there was a conversation. I think you were telling me about somewhere. Someone was telling me about it. I think I saw it online that like she was asking him that like, so if we get married now, you just be moving out of the house. Like, what do you have to say about that? Do you think that like it's necessary for Groovy to like do that? Like every time they have an argument, he just walks out on her, like moves out of their bed.
I'm not going to say it is necessary because I can't really speak for somebody. People are different. For somebody like me now, if we're fighting like that, it depends on my mood and depends on the on what we're arguing about and how deep it is. If it's something big, I know that if I keep talking, I'm actually going to hit you or something. I'll just walk out. Do you get? I feel like Grim is that kind of person. Naturally, is a very calm person. We know that. So I feel like even calm people say they have their own kidney. When you annoy them to an extent, they can actually flare up. So it's trying to avoid that with her. So him moving away from the bed and all, I don't think it is a big deal.
Yeah, it's probably just a very wise decision, honestly. So, speaking of Phyna and Chomzy, they had this little tiff, like a quarrel, basically, during the week. That I think Chomzy said something to Phyna. She said something about like the level, because Chomzy is of this habit of like insulting level 2 housemates. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think she insulted the level 2 housemates in one way or the other, and like it got Phyna pissed. She also said something of like, oh, you don't know where we're going to meet outside. That one too was also like getting Phyna angry too, and also made her to like flare up and everything. And then, like, Chomzy, too, there was also one thing, like, she had this conversation with Elo Swag during the week, and she was like, oh, that, like, Elo Swag should not worry about, like, eviction, because they know where they are going to, like, leave before Brian and Phyna. So I honestly feel like she's looking down on these level 2 housemates. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like part of the reason why she, like, Phyna flared up was because like she just couldn't stay there and just allow Chomzy to like be insulting the level 2 admin. But what do you feel about that? Do you feel the same way about that?
Yeah, I think I agree with you, because Chomzy is getting out of hand. Like, what she's doing is getting out of hand. You can't just be the main reason she fought with the main reason she was talking about you don't know what's going to happen when you leave the house, was because Phyna cooked food for, I think, for herself and like 3 other people. I don't know, maybe Chomzy wanted to eat too or something. But like, Chomzy should go and cook her food. Like, do you get, like, why are you making it feel like, oh, Phyna cooked, so she has to cook for you too? And then fine, you were pissed, no problem. The least you could do is keep your mouth shut. Why are you saying, oh, I hope you guys can keep the energy while you leave the house, and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow? Yes, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but at least you keep your mouth short for today.
And then I honestly just don't like, because even Phyna, she was even telling Rachel, I think during the week, that it's like this tax that she's winning is starting to get into her head. Because like, why would you even say that? First, why would you even say that? Like what she said to Elosak, that there's no way we're going to leave before Brian and Phyna. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like Chomzy has pride, to be honest, and she needs to tone it down. Do you get what I'm saying?
I really wish the housemate would have heard that statement. Because that's very bad.
No, it's very, very bad, honestly. Because like at the end of the day, they are inside the house, we were outside. We're the ones that know. We're the ones that like have at least like we can guess. They can guess because they don't know anything about what's going outside. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, speaking of like, I don't know, doing now. She has this thing going on with or actually I don't know whether to say her because I don't see them together again. Her and Cheesy, they are like sort of, they are always together. They slept on the same bed, I think, like 2 nights in a row. Then, like, Doyin and Brian, too. I honestly thought that they were going to be friends. But it seems like now, like, that shape has, like, been destroyed. Because Doyin is expecting some things from Brian. And Brian is, like, telling her that, like, all these things they're expecting from me, like, they are too soon. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, and, like, it's even, to be honest, I feel like, in Brian's defense, I feel like it's too much for, like, somebody that you see as a friend. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, for example, she asked Brian now for, I think, Indomie or something, and Brian told her no, and she got really, really pissed. Do you feel like Doyin is just bored, and that's why she's just, like, chasing all these things with all these guys in the house?
Well, I would say I really expected a lot from her, and she was giving it before.
Yes.
But now, I feel like when she's seeing everybody in the house having a shape and all, she also wants
a shape.
And then seeing how their past seniors,
yes.
Baba Big Brother houses have shapes too. So maybe she thinks that's going to be a very good strategy for her. But like, it's not working out. And I feel like as a smart girl that she is, or that we think she is, she's supposed to step back from that.
Yes,
and seeing how somebody is now saying, oh, what you're asking of me is too soon and I can't give it to you. The best thing she's supposed to do is to just take a step back. Don't be acting too pissed. I mean, this boy's not married to you.
Exactly. Why are you expecting boyfriend duties for boyfriend actions from him? Somebody that you're calling your friend? No. Honestly, I beg you so much. She needs to take her head out of this, like, wanting to be in a situationship thing. So then Rachel, Shegs, and Bella. I don't know, this week it was just so many fights. Rachel, Shegs, and Bella had this like quarrel and argument too. So Rachel cooked rice for some of the housemates, and she asked whether Bella wants chicken. I think Chichi now told her that no, that Bella would prefer beef. She put beef inside Bella's food, and then like I think Bella came and didn't like it and just put it inside fridge. That's how Shegs finished eating the food that Rachel cooked to. Now went up, started insulting her that because she's stupid, she's crazy for that. That she should just stay on herself, on her lane, let him to stay on his lane. He didn't out of nowhere. And the next thing you know, Bella too just came because of like she saw that like Rachel and Sheik are having fast. She wanted to defend because Bella and Sheik are fond of this thing that like if they see anyone, they will just come and put their head inside. And she now came and like now dropped the food. What I think she wanted to drop it in front of Rachel, and then Rachel just like put her hand like over her because Bella was over her, like on top of her, and then the food just poured away. So like honestly, in that fight, the thing just divided social media into two because so many people had different opinions about it. They felt that some people felt Bella was wrong, some people felt Rachel was wrong, some people felt that Bella poured the rice, some people felt that Rachel did not pour the rice. Honestly, Rachel poured the rice. Me, I feel like Bella didn't pour the rice, and I feel like in that whole situation, Bella and Shegs was wrong. But what do you feel in that? Who do you feel was wrong in that?
Bella and Shegs were obviously wrong. I mean, your babe did not even, she didn't really shout about the meat. It was you now came calling somebody stupid. She talked about your generation. I mean, you called somebody stupid from nowhere. What she should look at you and be smiling or what? So okay, fine. They were arguing. You said she's going to beg you before the end of this year.
That he makes 100 million naira.
I swear on my mother. What is that? For what? So your babe now comes in. No. I feel like Bella did not want to pour the food on her, but she did. Rachel was sitting. Then Bella came out like, "Oh, this is the food." Then Rachel was like, "Oh, move that food away from me." Then Bella was like, "No, this is the food." She now moved it. That's how it poured. And then he didn't even pour. That's like he poured on her head. You know how people were exaggerating. She poured it on her. She didn't pour it on her. You just poured close to her.
Yeah, fell on the floor.
She gets.
But more that Sheik honestly has a problem to be honest. Because like the words that were coming out of his mouth saying that she's going to leave on Sunday. Oh, he makes 100 million naira per month. I'm like,
what are you doing in the house?
Honestly, and then like this whole like habit him and Bella have of like defending each other blindly. Do you get what I mean? Because Bella, honestly, I feel like there's honestly nothing wrong in you inheriting the fight of your boyfriend or your girlfriend. But don't do it like without sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's obvious Bella just came into that thing and she didn't even know what was going on. She just started supporting Shegs. Honestly, I feel like Bella and Shegs, defending themselves is cute, but like you don't inherit somebody's fight without like getting the facts or the facts and knowing okay, what happened. Do you get what I'm saying?
And the fact that after everything you now ended up insulting her. You, my mother, can you come?
Shegs insulted.
That's what happens when you don't use your.
We already know that their relationship is toxic and that Bella is just going through a lot, going through so much that she's not meant to be going through, but she's still there, staying in the relationship. Anyway, both of them will be fine, Sha. Anyway, so moving on, their wager presentation. They are having it today on Friday. Yeah. I don't know, it should be by 3 p.m. or so, or 4 p.m. Sha. Do you think they are going to win this their wager tax, or do you think they are
going to win it? They have a fair chance, but I don't think they're going to win it.
Why don't you think so?
They are not. Everybody has beef with everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody is together. No, but maybe when hunger strikes, they'll probably think well and try to make it work. But I don't know. I personally think they're not going to win.
I also don't think they're going to win it. Mostly because of like the quarrels they were having like during their presentation. The whole Chichi and Alison and Hermes thing happened like today during their wager presentation, and they're having it like soon. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm honestly so shocked that all this happened in Hermes' reign. Do you get what I'm saying? Because Hermes honestly seems like somebody that like they all respect and everything, and somebody that like could really have control over them. But I guess at the end of the day, they are human beings. You get almost all of them in their age mates, and then they are not like small children now. Do you get? So how much can he really?
But Hermes is mostly quiet when they fight. I don't
yes. I'm like, why?
I don't know. Like you just do your thing now. Just be on my own. Maybe that's the kind of person he is.
But that's not. I don't think that's honestly a nice thing to do, especially you being HOH. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh wow, anyway, Sha. So
Hermes, don't worry, I support you. I like you. Let them fight.
I beg, don't let them fight. Especially, well, I mean, if it's like normal fight, let them fight. But then, like something like this,
too much,
yes, especially like this one that is affecting their representation. Honestly, Sha. So on Sunday now, there's going to be the live eviction show per usual, and we have Bella, Chomzi, Elo Swag, Doyi, and Brian up. I think I'm missing one more person. Who again?
No.
And Phyna too. Phyna too is up. Rachel and Chizzy are up, but you guys know that they are riders, so they are basically excluded from that list. So who do you think is going? First of all, like, how many people do you think are going to get evicted?
3.
And who do you think are the 3 people that are going to leave?
Elo Swag number 1. Then Doim and Chomzi.
I feel the same way too, but I feel like there's a Doyin and Bella. I feel like it's definitely going to be between one or the. I honestly can't say. I feel like definitely Elo Swag and Chomzi, but I feel like I can't say Doyin is going to leave or Bella is going to leave. I feel like both of them, like, it's too close.
No, I feel Elo Swag and Doyin will go. There's between Chomzi and Bella.
No, I feel it's going to be between Doyin and Bella, but because Doyin has beauty supporters with her in this, eviction show. But I guess let's just switch that. The live eviction show is going to be by Sunday. It normally starts by 7 p.m. So I guess then we would see, who eventually is going to win it. So they had one task yesterday by one, soap brand, one of all these sponsor tax, and us the viewers, what we judged, from what we judged, and from what they too, the housemate that participated judged, it was meant to be Rachel's team that was going to win, because they had this before. They had a presentation as a skit that they were meant to do to like advertise the soap. Then before that, they did one more thing. So surprisingly, Hermes' team won. Do you get what I'm saying? And now Hermes' team, the only thing they did was that they just said, the soap, if you use it. But like they did the skit, but like the information that their skits passed across, about the soap is that, if you use this soap, go they smell again. Do you get what I'm saying? But then Rachel's team, they talked about, if like you're allergic to like winter season or summer season, the soap will help you. Do you get what I'm saying? And then like even when they finished, like so many of the housemates, this one don't even pass sore loser attitude of like, or maybe they were just angry that they didn't win it. Like they were, as like so many of them, they were like, do you get what I'm saying? That like, how can, because like, look at what Hermes' team presented and look at what other people presented, like why, and my own question, and this like brands, how do they judge these stars? Because like honestly, it's like so many times that they've done that like, or like people that like actually didn't deserve, you get to win it, to win. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know about the other tags, but like this one, I understand you guys and everybody on whatever social media, but then what they were supposed to do was to bring out the main and that particular one, the particular thing that the soap does.
Yes.
Now, if you watch the Big Brother advert of that brand, you would see that they were emphasizing on that thing that only Hermes' team focused on. While Rachel's team, they're focusing on this and that and that. Like, we want this particular thing, give it to us. So you guys, I feel like that's why Hermes' team.
But then, number one, they didn't make that clear when they were telling the housemates about like, okay, the tax number one. And number two, doesn't that like sound so cliche? Like that's literally what every other soap like brand does. Like, use our soap and you will not be smelling again. That's like literally what everybody does. But like this one, they like gave other things, or other information about the soap.
Life is not fair. These guys know what they are looking for,
wow.
And you did not give it to them, so you move on.
Now, do you know what they were just what they said yesterday? They just said, I seems like this act that you just do your best and just join Chomzi's team so that you win, to be honest, because Chomzi now, so she just they win steady, they go. But anyway, so you guys were here, down to the sad part of this show. I've come to the end of the show, and it's been fun giving you guys all the gist and having these discussions.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us here on Facebook and across all our other social media platforms so that you don't miss any one of our episodes, and turn on your post notifications. So see you guys next time, same channel. Bye.
Bye.